And so as the days go on, it's making it worse and worse and worse. And I feel more ridiculous for some of the decisions that I've made now because I feel like the truth is kind of coming out.
Yeah.
But sometimes we have to learn the hard way.
Right. No, I understand that too.
So I spoke to somebody last night who has their eye on you as a target.
Right.
Okay. Now, you telling me sorry. Just not trying to. I've spoken to some people in terms of keeping you safe for next week.
Not a show.
Okay. And I have some people on board to do that. People who are good people.
Yeah.
And I spoke to them because you were saying how you wanted to talk to me today.
Yeah.
And that's
a
really good thing.
No, it is for sure. It's like, like I said, personally, it's like I think that you would be the one I vote in for sure to keep. But it's like, I told Loveita, I was like, I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back, I'll keep you safe, you kept me safe, that'll be that. But it's just like, if she's scheming against me, then, I'm going to have to reverse my word on that one and fucking, you know what I mean, vote for you to stay. Because it's like, if you're not looking out for my best interest, then, you got to go.
Well, of course that makes perfect sense. And what kind of sucks is that it kind of, like, I feel like I have your trust. I feel like you're gonna have a good relationship. I'm kind of interested as to, like, how everything's just, like, turning, how, like, these votes are so split.
Right.
I'm very surprised, I'm not gonna lie, how, like, it's so split.
Honestly, it seems so even. Right now, Loveita told me today she thinks she's staying, but I just can't see that happening.
Loveita thinks she's staying?
With or without my vote.
And she keeps telling me that she thinks I'm staying.
Yeah, no, she's pretty sure. She's like, I'm pretty sure I have the... She was, like, freaking out today at me. Like, I was just like... This fucking girl, she fucking, like, keeps yelling at me. Like, she was raising her voice and throwing a little bit of attitude down there the other night when you were there. And today on the fucking couch today, it's just like, girl, I don't fucking need to listen to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how I honestly feel. She's like, well, you gave me your word. Like, yeah, but I think you're plotting against me. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean?
And I know of, like, somebody who might be, but I guarantee, I made, like, some shakes with some people today. I'm saying, if you guys guarantee that, like, Thomas is safe, I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah.
You won't vote him out next week, and I won't vote him out next week.
Yeah, I think I know who those people are already, though, to be honest with you, Sharry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I really do, and it's just like, that's vice versa. Those people are going to be my target next week, so.
The people who are going to keep you safe.
No. Like, those boys are the ones that told you that, and he probably told you that I'm on the radar, and that's fine.
No, who told you? Who do you think told me that they're going to keep you safe?
Nick and Phil and Ramsey. Not keep me safe, but the ones that said I had the target.
I'm talking about people who want to keep you safe.
I'm not sure.
Because
like, I got some good
them,
relationships with a lot of people, but I mean, when it comes down to when you're asked on the block and who you're up against, I could get swept out of the house, you know what I mean? It could be a fucking 11 to nothing vote.
I think next week, because there's so many other people in the house, that wouldn't be a situation for you.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's definitely more potential.
Yeah. No, I'm ready. I'm completely ready for that. But I mean, it's like right now, it's like if the way I'm looking at it is if Lovey does stay, then she's gonna be a clear-cut target to go after King and Queen. You know what I mean? And then if you stay, I don't know who your target would be if you were happening to win the HOH. You know what I mean? It's just like I need to see some common grounds here. Who we, you know.
Well, this is what I'm doing when people are asking me. When I get an opportunity to talk to people, I ask who are your targets. Who are your targets? Who are your targets? Your targets are these people over here.
Yeah.
Which ones in particular?
Well, initially I thought we were all going to be on board of getting Jared and Kelsey out, right?
Okay. So.
But now it's like I could feel a sense that the brothers and Ramsey clearly know that. So it's like maybe I'm going to have to alter my personal targets and then deal with that kind of later. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a few people who have the idea of Kelsey being target. in common.
Yeah, I don't see how it would be her. Why just take out that player? Why don't you take out the strongest player? You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's
But you would
completely up to
need
them, I guess.
you would need like the majority to vote on that, and the majority of people are like,
Scared.
and that showed evidently in the first week,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, scared.
So other moves would probably have to be made. At this point, I think what's good to do is to look at keeping yourself safe first
Yeah.
before like who you want to fry out of here, because you need
it's
to
like,
we need to have bonds. We need to make like
I don't have a personal grudge with Jared or Kelsey. It's just that, like, me, you, and Loveita, and that was the like alliance's idea. So I was gonna back it, right? But
of course.
now that it's kind of like everything's not so much so tight, and I don't trust Ramsey.
Well, I know.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So
we
it's like,
can't have something if there's no trust, and I
Yeah.
completely respect
Yeah.
For me, I respect what you're saying and your decision, and you have to do what's best for you.
Right.
But that just because like our alliance kind of like dissipates doesn't mean we can't work together in different situations.
Yeah. No.
Together.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's why I'm sitting here and I'm saying like,
No, I get that.
what I want to ensure is, especially because what happened last week, what I want to ensure is like your protection. I spoke to Jared. Jared told me that I'm not his target. It was just the better thing for him to do, by putting us both up.
Yeah.
Loveita's his target. Okay?
Yeah.
So for me, people are saying, oh, if we keep Loveita in here, she's a target next week. But I think it's bullshit that people want to vote me out
Just so there's another
target
yeah.
next week, but then don't think that you're gonna dodge it. Like
Well,
they're
the
just gonna
thing
get
is,
you the next time.
How are you? Yeah, exactly. And how are you guaranteed to win the HOH to have that power?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
So, like, I don't
they're
think it's
overthinking
fair.
for sure.
I don't think it's fair to boot me out for that reason. I don't want to be a boot out so that she's a target next week.
Yeah.
I don't deserve that.
Yeah. No, I agree, Shar. I completely agree.
I don't deserve that at all, and I don't want to be booted out just because I was loyal and trustworthy and honest to her. You know what kind of made me really... There's some things that are happening and unfolding. The other day I was in the bed with Loveita, we were talking to somebody. She said to somebody that... Because like on day 1 or 2, Loveita came up to me and said that she liked me and she wanted to work with me on day 1 or 2.
Said that it's about you?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so she approached me.
Right.
I didn't approach her.
Right.
Because I kind of wanted to feel everything out.
Yeah, see where it's gonna flow.
Right.
Yeah.
So she approached me and I was just like, okay, cool, like that's cool. The other day, and since then, I've been like there.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other day we were talking to somebody and she said to somebody, you know, when I was with Sharry, I thought she was like fishy or flaky and I didn't know if I could trust her and all this stuff. And I didn't even know she felt like that.
That's disgusting.
I didn't even know she felt
And
like
that's what
that.
I'm saying. I feel
and
like...
not like, ooh.
I feel like...
What's your name? What's your sign, girl?
I feel like she's... she could have a hidden agenda against me as well.
So, like, you know, some things are happening that aren't making me feel really, like, that are making me feel a little bit sad about some of the decisions that I made. I noticed that she established a trust with Cassandra over the time. And now Cassandra, I spoke to Cassandra. Cassandra's she's voting for me to leave the house, which is fine. At least she told me, you know. And so I'm like seeing all these things and I'm thinking to myself, like, I can't believe I'm up on the block for being like the person that I was. And now like I'm potentially up for eviction because of
Trying to be loyal to somebody that, you know, is ready to throw you under the bus. Yeah, I know exactly how disgusted you feel.
I feel...
Because I felt the same way about... I felt the same thing about Ramsey, man. I looked out for the fucking guy, and it's just like, now he threw me under the bus, and it's just like... You know, it was just... I feel you, girl. I feel fucking bad for you, but the thing is, like, you gotta count the votes, like...
I know, and that's why what I need to do is I need to talk to people, and I need people to tell me that they're going to vote my way, and like...
Be honest with it.
That's it. That's all I want to know. I don't want to be on that block and find out the hard way.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Or I want to feel better about what's happening.
What I can say, though, is that I think, in my opinion, that everybody wants to, like, Kelsey's side. Like, so you got Kelsey, Raul. Jared doesn't get a vote.
No.
Kelsey, Raul, Christine.
I don't know if she's going to vote for me.
She told me today. Christine.
She did?
Maddie.
Wow, that's amazing.
So you got 4 right there. And the way I'm looking at it is like, I'm gonna have one last talk with Loveita, and if she seems sketchy, she lost my vote, then lost my word. And that's the honest to God truth, sure. I know that's what you probably don't want to hear, but
I
this is,
appreciate you telling me.
yeah.
And
it's not that I'm gonna go whatever you told me, I'm not gonna go bring to her. It's just like
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
feel
worried
like
about
one
that.
last good time,
I'm not worried about
and
that.
then just tell her, hey, like, I had a commitment with you, but I feel like, because I feel funny about it. I
But the
feel
thing
really funny about
is
it.
like, okay, so if you talk to her and she scratched your back, right? You said she scratched your back, and now it's time for you to scratch hers.
Well,
Is that
that's what I
where you're at
basically.
right now?
Well, when we were in the pink room there, and she's like, I told her, I was like, before the lunch was even, I was like, look, so you keep me safe this week, girl. I was like, I'll look out for your best interest next week, and I was like, that's my word. But it's like now that I feel like she's kind of out scheming and plotting, and it's just like probably not for my better interest. Well, then sure, I feel like if I do this for you, then it's kind of like maybe you'll owe me one in the upcoming weeks. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
I spoke to some people who are in power now, who are making obviously good moves, and I spoke to a couple of other people, and I asked them to keep you safe because you said to me that you might consider keeping me to stay.
Yeah.
I spoke to somebody last night who is considering possibly you as a target.
Oh yeah, I know
And-
that there's two for sure.
And that person is somebody who's close to Loveita. Okay?
I'm not sure who that really would be. Who is it?
Point is, this person, I talked to them and I asked them, like, if they would vote for me to stay. And they're being very wishy-washy about it. And I can't have wishy-washy right now.
No, I get it. Yeah, no, I completely understand that. I do, believe me. It definitely wouldn't be a fun position to be in. I understand, sure, especially when you're just trying to be loyal to one girl and she's kind of campaigning against you now, right?
And
See,
it's
the
like,
way I
I'm
look at it
loyal
too is
to
like,
her,
Loveita doesn't
I'm
need
loyal
the
to
money
our
and
alliance.
yeah.
But, like, because of the amount of time that I spent, like, speaking with her and trying to, like, Loveita was very much in and out of the game.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
like, the time that I spent with her was a lot of time of, yes, talking game, but also talking her to stay into it. Which I'd been, even when we were both put on the block, I told her, I'm like, you should campaign. And she said she wanted to check out. And now, I don't know who, but people have been telling her she should campaign. And as of last night, she told me she wants to campaign. And I told her, I'm like, okay, that's good. Like, as long as you're doing it for you.
Yeah.
I said to her, I'm like, but just know, when I'm out there campaigning, I'm not saying anything about you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
I
out
get.
and I'm gonna
Yes.
talk about me.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. What you can offer and what you can bring to the table. Yeah.
But
That's the
like then
difference,
this
right?
morning, I had somebody come up to me and tell me something, and it cheesed me.
Your fucking duck is dead.
And it cheesed me so bad because it wasn't the truth. Like, she's putting my name out there, making me look bad, saying I'm like so close to the enemy, them, Chelsea, Jared, Raul. She's telling people like that I'm like super good friends with them, and I have such a good relationship with them, and I'm like, wasn't it just the other day when we were off the block, we were like trying to take down that empire?
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting on the block, I'm still trying. I thought of an idea to try to pull Loveita off the block this week. I went and I spoke to Christine. I even went to speak to Jared and pitched him like outside of the box idea to try to keep her still.
Yeah.
Just to find out that she's going out there and telling people that I'm like so close to them. Which it's that I
People
have
get their fucking
relationships
opinions
with
so
everybody.
twisted here, man. Like,
I have relationships with everybody. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like some sort of backstabber or whatever. Like, I think it's actually a good thing. Because then I can work with whoever I need to work with to get whatever job I need to
Yeah.
get done.
well, my consensus about everything is just basically everybody saying socially, Sharry's the beast, and then competitively, Loveita's the beast. So they're looking at it like, what one would you rather go fucking head to head with, right?
Well,
Like it's
the thing is that it's week. This is
So
week
early.
2.
so early.
This is week 2. So we'll see. Like, we can see what happens, but I mean, I don't know. It's more than just social and competitive. It's also about like, just like, I don't know. I'm not saying Loveita's a bad person at all, but it also depends on like a gameplay and the person that you wouldn't mind, somebody who you would trust.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know if I can
And I
trust her
feel like
anymore.
I'm on the block because I was so loyal.
Yeah. Yeah, true. No, I agree. I can't argue any of those
And
points.
that's the only reason why I'm there.
Yeah. No, I can't argue that.
I didn't set anybody up. When we put Kelsey up on the block, after Kelsey was devastated, I sat down with Kelsey in the room and I had a heart to heart with her. She was the enemy, but I sat down and I explained the game to her and I explained Loveita's logic and I told her to go talk to Loveita. But I told Kelsey to her face, I'm like, I am casting a vote to evict you because that's where I put my word. I went to Jared, I said the same thing. Jared and I have had good talks where him and I are straight up with each other, so I feel like I can trust Jared whether he's working with me or working against me.
Yeah, we just know that his word is
His word.
Yeah.
Like, word is bond.
Yeah.
But like I said, some things have come across me over the past few days that I said to myself, I feel like I don't even have the full picture of what the reason why I'm on the block. Which was, I don't know, I didn't know some things that were happening with Loveita that I thought I did, because her and I sat down and had discussions about we're going to exchange information and keep each other in the loop. But there's things that I didn't know that I had to find out through other people.
Yeah. Through the grapevine versus right from her mouth, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I was coming to her and I was telling her, okay, this is what I know. Because if I had known some of the things she was telling me, then I would have done things for myself so I wouldn't be in this situation.
Absolutely.
Where my ass is on the block
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
I would have probably just stayed away from her. Worked with her,
See, like,
but stayed far away from her.
Like
Because,
the-
like, really, I should be in Cassandra's place right now, and Cassandra should be in my place.
Yep. I agree, girl. 150,000%.
You know, like, Cassandra and her have this trust or something that I didn't even know about.
Well, I think what it was is Cassandra told me that last week she just felt like she was bullied into making a decision and she didn't like it, and she said that it came from you, so she doesn't want to
And
deal
that's
with it.
not fair, because I sat down with Cassandra, and this is the thing about my game that I think some people don't understand. I'm like going to be honest, and it might not be what you want to hear. And depending on the person who's receiving that information, they're either going to hate me for it,
Right.
or they're going to appreciate that I was honest
Yeah,
and try to fix
it depends on
things.
what kind of person, man, or woman they are.
Right, and I
Right.
sat down with Cassandra and I told her, I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling kind of shady and I don't feel like I can trust you. And I told her straight up.
Yeah.
And then she said to me, she felt like bad about me feeling like that. And then after I thought her and I had a good talk, she said that I could trust her. She told me she was voting Kelsey out. And then she didn't even come to me and say, you know what, Sharry, I don't like the way that we had our talk. I'm voting against you. She didn't even do that.
She didn't
But-
do that.
No, she just voted for Paige.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant this. Sorry. I thought you meant.
No, I'm talking about last
I got
week.
lost up there.
But like Cassandra and I had a really good talk at like recently, and we're like on good terms, and I'm really happy with her because I wanted to mend things. I don't want to have any stupidity around. Like, it's ridiculous. But that's just it. Like, some people will take the information that I give them, and I mean it in the nicest way, and then they might not receive it very well. So
Oh, I know all about it.
I got to do something different with that, which I'm going to do going forward. Like, two things I've learned. If you're close to somebody, don't show it, because then you'll end up on the block.
I told you guys that.
And the other thing is, you got to be careful who you're just straight up with, because they're gonna probably hate you for it
Yeah.
and use it against you.
Yeah, no, those are two valid fucking points, Sharry, because that's exactly what can make or break you in this game.
I'm noticing that.
And that's why I went out and I told Ramsey how it was, and I was like, I don't fucking trust you, this and that. And like, you know what, he told me, he came up to me, he's like, look, man, he's like, I didn't throw you directly under the bus. He's like, I was in the pantry with Jared, and Jared just asked me, he's like, who
Was
do
the
I think the fourth vote was?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and Jared told me, he's just like, man, he's like, he hummed and hawed for about 15 seconds. He's like, I honestly think it could have been Dallas. And then I was like, fair enough. And then when Ramsey talked to me about it, he said that he was like, I honestly think that it was going to be Dallas or Cassandra. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's somebody in like Loveita and Rami, like, they're going back and forth. I'm saying one thing and they'll go back and it's coming back around, right? So it's like, I don't know if, I think it might be my best strategy to nip that in the ass right now and just say, you know what I mean? If you're working with my enemy, then I gotta, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's just I don't know really what to say. Like, yeah, I kind of blew it up a little bit, but It's like I'm being fucking vocally honest on who I
buddy.
want out of this fucking game and who I know I can play with and play against. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So.
I know. No, I dig. I know.
What are we talking about?
I'm
I'm just talking about everything in general, like
talking about what happened there a couple
like
nights
the
ago.
blow up and like who threw who under the bus.
Yeah.
And like just all this craziness
Yeah.
that's happening.
But